Morning, Victors. So this morning, I wanted to talk about being the first, because as I'm going through this process, I'm understanding what kind of interesting uphill battle I'm in for. Because not only am I going to be the first kind of entrepreneur in my family that I know of, but I've created something new that some people just don't understand yet. And so when you're trying to be the first, I'm seeing a lot of, it's not so much negativity as much as misunderstanding, but I'm so excited to be the first, because when you're the first is something, you've etched yourself in history. You know, whether it's your family history or even more so the world history, you get that opportunity. And every year and every day, a lot of us have a chance to be the first in our families to do something. You know what I mean? To be the first to not just be stuck to the 9-to-5 mentality, or to be the first to be a manager at your job, or to be the first to be someone great. Every day we have an opportunity to be the first to be healthy, first to want more. You have a chance to do all of these things every day. So I want to encourage you to go out there and to do so. Go ahead and be the first in your family, all right? That's my spiel for today. Morning, Victors. So another great lesson that I've learned going through this journey was it is absolutely no one's responsibility but my own to deal with the problems that I have. Okay, so whether it was a relationship problem, a family relationship, a friend relationship, or dating relationship, a job situation, whatever the situation may be, it is no one's responsibility but Vince Keaton's to deal with it. Okay. And as silly as this may sound, for a while, I used to rely on bringing people into my life for them to clean up what someone else had done, or even what I had done myself. But I can't have that mentality, because it's no one else's responsibility. No one else cares about it, because I'm the only one that's living with it. And you're the only one that's living with your problems. So when we have people coming into our lives, instead of being able to pour into us, they're kind of fixing our old situations, and that was something that held me back for so long. I really thought it was so productive to just say, hey, listen, Vince, it's up to you to get out of this situation. And then when I came into new relationships, instead of them having to clean up an old mess, we were able to just grow our relationship. We were just able to grow our friendship. We were able to grow us dating. I was able to just go into a new job without any problems. So I just really wanted to share that, because we spend so much time wanting others to fix stuff that really doesn't have anything to do with them. No, it's up to us to fix our own problems. So that's my spill for today. Morning, Victors. So one thing that I struggled with a lot going through this journey is feeling guilty for being happy. And I'm going to explain a little more what I mean. Is I would have this feeling of guilt because I had outgrown people, because I was on another path. And one example was my old job. You know, they had took me back a couple times. And so I actually had felt really guilty when I had actually outgrown them finally. You know, I felt like I wasn't loyal. I felt like I should have stayed there and continued to help them. But the reality was, it wasn't part of the happiness. I had outgrown them, and it was okay. It was okay that I was able to go another direction and to go into sales. Okay, it was okay for me to continue growing, and even outgrowing people. You know, I used to feel real guilty about some of the relationships that I have outgrown, whether it was a friendship, whether it was just someone I was dating, outgrowing those relationships. But the reality is this: I should be proud of myself for growing, right? And the fact that I outgrew somebody else is not my fault. It's their fault for not growing as well. So I'm not gonna feel guilty for not growing, or for them not growing. I can't, because that's not my responsibility. I'm up at 2 a.m. reading books. I'm the one that's working out. Everyone else has the same opportunities. And just like you guys, if you have somebody that you've outgrown, don't feel guilty for having to leave them behind. Don't feel guilty for being happy. Don't feel guilty for the change. We should embrace it and be happy for it. We work hard to be happy. We work hard for these changes, and we work hard to grow. And so that's what I wanted to share today. Morning, Victors. So, got a story for you this morning. When I first moved back to Colorado from California, I was jobless. I didn't move back here having a job. My family lived out here, so I just moved back. So as I'm applying for these jobs, I'm going through interviews. And I remember, for whatever reason, during these interviews, I would always get asked, what do I have to offer? And instead of talking about myself, I would always talk negatively about other candidates. Even though I didn't know these people, I took my time and energy to talk bad about someone else. Okay? A big shift in when I started actually getting return calls back is, instead of putting my energy towards them, I started talking positively about myself. You know, what can I offer this company? Well, I can offer you a great personality. I can offer you someone that's going to come to work every day happy. I can offer you whatever I said at the time. And so what I was getting at is, why do we spend so much time destroying or dissing something that we don't like, or something that we don't agree with, instead of promoting and talking positively about what we do agree with? I think it would get us, I know it would get us a lot further, because it's a lot more passionate and it's not so hateful. You know, even when it has to do with this politics and stuff like that, all you see is negativity and what the other person doesn't do, instead of what this person does do. You know, even with basketball, you know, I know basketball is a lot lighter, but we spend so much time talking negatively about LeBron James, for example, instead of talking about or saying something positive about the person you do like. So that's my spill for the day. Morning, Victors. So usually I see a lot of negativity on Facebook. I'm sure a lot of us do. But what I wanted to do today was share 3 of the best posts that I've seen that have really impacted my life. Okay? In a positive way. Number 1 came from Ralph. A lot of you guys know him as Six. He's a rapper. And the post was, it doesn't matter how much music you've put out if there's no business behind it. And it got me really thinking about myself, because I put out a ton of content, but I didn't really have a place that I was going. And so by him, when he posted that, this was about 3 months ago, he posted that, I took a step back and I really just thought about, where am I going to head with inspired living? But it took that post to help me realize that and to move forward. So that post really impacted me in a positive way. Thank you. I appreciate it. Post number 2 came from Sean Stokes, and it was a post based on the hourly wage versus a salesman. And it was, again, another powerful post, because I was someone who believed in making more per hour, going and working at another job and making more per hour. And when I saw this post, it helped me understand that by getting a sales job, I am in so much more control, and the effort that I put in can be rewarded in a different way. Because no matter how hard I work in my hourly job or the hourly jobs that I've been in, I was tapped out at that hourly rate, no matter how much I did or didn't do. So that was really powerful for myself. The last post came from Michael Faber, and it was, invest in yourself so much to the point that others want to invest in you. And what that means to me is to go out and just do as much as I can, and others will follow. But I got to do the work myself. So these were 3 posts that really impacted my life. I would love to know what posts you guys have seen that have impacted your lives for the better. So that's my spill for today. Thank those of you that bought your 30 Days to Inspire Living task books. If you want to get yours, click the link above me. And let's create action. Let's get going. Today is Muscle Monday, so let's put our workouts in the Inspire Living boards. We're going to stop saying no to our dreams and start saying yes, yes, yes to our dreams. I got kids, so you know I'm tired, but I'll be here tomorrow to help us live inspired.